What are the habits and mindsets that might be holding you back from living your best life? It's easy to fall into patterns that can keep us stuck or unhappy. From complaining about things we can't control to chasing after external validation, there are several behaviors that can really impact our well-being. In this video, we'll explore 7 things you should stop doing right now according to Stoic philosophy. By shifting away from these unproductive habits, you can start focusing on what truly matters and lead a more fulfilling life. Let's break down these habits and see how making a few changes can make a big difference. 1. Complaining. Complaining is something we all do from time to time, but have you ever noticed how it doesn't really solve anything? Stoics believe that complaining about things outside your control is not just unproductive, it's a waste of your energy. Instead of focusing on what's wrong, they teach us to focus on what we can actually change. Think about it. When you complain, you're putting your energy into something you can't control. This doesn't just make you feel worse, it also takes away from the time and effort you could be using to improve the things you can control. Complaining often keeps you stuck in a negative mindset, making problems seem bigger than they really are. So, next time you catch yourself about to complain, stop and ask yourself, is this something I can change? If the answer is no, try to let it go and redirect your energy towards something more productive. By doing this, you're not just avoiding negativity, you're actively taking control of your life and focusing on what really matters. 2. Procrastinating. Procrastination is something we've all struggled with at some point. It's tempting to put off tasks that seem difficult or boring. But Stoicism teaches us that delaying what needs to be done only makes things harder in the long run. The Stoics believed in taking action, getting things done now rather than later. When you procrastinate, you're not just avoiding a task, you're also adding unnecessary stress to your life. The longer you put something off, the more it hangs over your head, making it feel even more daunting. By tackling tasks right away, you not only get them out of the way, but also free up mental space to focus on what's next. Stoicism reminds us that the present moment is the only time we truly have control over. Waiting for the perfect moment to start something usually means it never gets done. So, instead of procrastinating, take action. Whether it's a big project or a small task, getting started is often the hardest part. But once you do, you'll feel more in control and less burdened. 3. Dwelling on the past. Dwelling on the past is something that can easily trap us in a cycle of regret and what-ifs. The Stoics teach us that constantly thinking about past mistakes or missed opportunities doesn't change anything. Instead, it pulls us away from the present, where we have the power to make a difference. When you're stuck in the past, you're not living in the here and now. You're reliving moments that are gone, which can prevent you from enjoying and making the most of today. The truth is, no amount of regret can undo what's already happened. What you can do, though, is learn from those experiences and use them to make better choices moving forward. Stoicism encourages us to focus on the present moment, where life is actually happening. By letting go of past regrets, you free yourself to fully engage with the present and create a future you can be proud of. So, the next time you catch yourself dwelling on something that's already done, remind yourself that the past is behind you, and the best thing you can do is live fully in the now. 4. Fearing the future. Ever find yourself tangled in worries about what might come next? It's easy to get caught up in fears about the future, but the Stoics have a different approach. They suggest focusing on what you can do right now, rather than stressing about uncertainties ahead. Imagine you're anxious about a big event or a possible challenge. Instead of letting those fears paralyze you, the Stoic way is to prepare as best you can, and then let go of the rest. Worrying about things you can't control only drains your energy and clouds your judgment. Instead, focus on taking practical steps today that will help you handle whatever comes your way. By staying grounded in the present and making thoughtful preparations, You're setting yourself up for success without letting fear take over. This mindset not only helps you deal with future challenges more effectively, but also keeps you from being overwhelmed by what-ifs. So, embrace the present, prepare wisely, and let the future unfold as it will. 5. Chasing external validation. Ever find yourself constantly seeking approval from others? It's a common trap, but Stoicism offers a refreshing perspective. Instead of chasing after validation from those around you, Stoics suggest that true happiness comes from within yourself. Think about it. When you rely on others to boost your self-esteem, you're giving away your personal power. You might get a compliment or praise, but those feelings are often fleeting. Stoics believe that lasting contentment comes from knowing your own worth and being confident in who you are, regardless of what others think. Focus on your own values and goals, rather than seeking constant reassurance. By developing self-acceptance and understanding your own strengths, you build a solid foundation of happiness that doesn't crumble when others' opinions shift. Remember, real fulfillment is about aligning with your inner self, not the ever-changing opinions of others. So, take control of your own happiness and let go of the need for external validation. 6. Being controlled by emotions. Have you ever felt like your emotions are running the show? It's easy to let anger, sadness, or frustration take over, but Stoicism offers a different approach. Instead of being controlled by strong emotions, Stoics focus on developing emotional resilience and clear thinking. Imagine if every time you faced a tough situation, your emotions completely dictated your actions. It would be hard to make balanced decisions or handle things calmly. Stoics believe that by recognizing your emotions and then stepping back, you can respond more thoughtfully. It's not about ignoring or suppressing how you feel, but rather about managing your reactions so you can stay in control. By practicing this, you can maintain a steady mind even when emotions are high. This approach helps you deal with challenges more effectively and prevents emotions from making you act impulsively. In short, the goal is to let rational thinking guide your actions rather than letting emotions take charge. 7. Neglecting virtue. Ever wonder why virtues like wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance are so important? In Stoicism, these traits aren't just nice-to-haves, they are essential for living a fulfilling life. Neglecting them can seriously impact your well-being and happiness. Think about it. Without wisdom, how can you make thoughtful decisions? Without courage, you might shy away from challenges that help you grow. Justice ensures you treat others fairly, while temperance keeps you from overindulgence. Each virtue plays a critical role in helping you lead a balanced and meaningful life. When you focus on nurturing these virtues, you build a stronger character and make choices that align with your values. It's not just about doing the right thing. It's about shaping who you are and how you interact with the world. So, prioritizing these virtues is not just beneficial, it's fundamental to living a good life. So, are you ready to stop these unproductive habits and start living a more fulfilling life? Remember, making small changes can lead to big improvements in how you feel and act. By letting go of complaining, procrastinating, and seeking external validation, you're taking control of your happiness. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more insights on living your best life. Let's tackle these challenges together and embrace a more empowered mindset.